Imagine a weapon that can strike anywhere on Earth in under an hour. A missile so fast that by the time enemy radar detects it, it's already hit its target. We're talking about speeds over 3,800 miles per hour, 5 times the speed of sound. And right now, the United States military is in an arms race to deploy these weapons before China and Russia dominate this new battlefield. Hypersonic weapons aren't science fiction anymore. They're real, they're being tested, and they're about to change warfare forever. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what makes these weapons so terrifying, why traditional defenses are completely useless against them, and where America stands in this high-stakes technological race. If you're fascinated by cutting-edge military technology, hit that subscribe button because we're about to dive deep into the future of warfare. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a hypersonic weapon? The term hypersonic refers to speeds above Mach 5. That's 5 times the speed of sound, or roughly 3,800 miles per hour. But speed alone isn't what makes these weapons revolutionary. Ballistic missiles have been reaching hypersonic speeds for decades during their descent phase. What makes modern hypersonic weapons game-changing is their maneuverability. Traditional ballistic missiles follow a predictable arc. They go up, reach the top of their trajectory, and come down. You can predict where they're going and potentially intercept them. Hypersonic weapons are different. They maneuver unpredictably throughout their entire flight. They can change direction, altitude, and speed mid-flight. This makes them nearly impossible to track and virtually impossible to intercept with current defense systems. There are 2 main types: Hypersonic Glide Vehicles, or HGVs. These are launched on a rocket, reach the upper atmosphere, separate from the booster, and then glide toward their target at hypersonic speeds while maneuvering. Think of it like skipping a stone across water, but that stone is traveling at Mach 5 or faster and can adjust its path mid-skip. Hypersonic Cruise Missiles, or HCMs. These are powered by advanced scramjet engines that allow them to maintain hypersonic speeds throughout their flight while staying at lower altitudes. They're essentially jet-powered missiles that can sustain Mach 5+ speeds while weaving through the atmosphere. The combination of extreme speed and maneuverability creates what military strategists call a compressed decision timeline. From the moment you detect a hypersonic weapon to impact could be as little as 5 minutes. That's not enough time for traditional defense systems to react, calculate a solution, and intercept. So why is the Pentagon investing billions into these weapons? 3 reasons: speed, unpredictability, and the strategic advantage they provide. First, the speed advantage is absolute. Current cruise missiles like the Tomahawk travel at about 550 miles per hour. A hypersonic weapon covers the same distance in 1/7 the time. Against a target 1,000 miles away, a Tomahawk takes almost 2 hours. A hypersonic weapon arrives in 15 minutes. This speed eliminates warning time. Enemy commanders can't relocate assets, launch countermeasures, or evacuate. By the time they know the weapon is coming, it's already arrived. This is particularly important for time-sensitive targets: mobile missile launchers, enemy leadership during a crisis, or ships that are trying to maneuver. Second, unpredictability makes defense nearly impossible. Traditional ballistic missile defense systems like THAAD or Aegis work by calculating a missile's trajectory and intercepting it along that predictable path. But hypersonic weapons don't follow predictable paths. They can maneuver thousands of times during flight. Current radar systems struggle to even track them. Hypersonic weapons can fly in the atmosphere at altitudes between 20 and 60 miles. Too high for traditional air defense, too low for ballistic missile interceptors. They operate in what's called the sensor gap. And even if you detect and track a hypersonic weapon, you need an interceptor that's faster and more maneuverable than the weapon itself. We don't have those interceptors yet. It's like trying to shoot down a bullet with another bullet while both bullets are making random turns. Third, the strategic implications are enormous. Hypersonic weapons could render aircraft carriers vulnerable. A carrier battle group, America's primary power projection tool, costs over $20 billion and houses 5,000 sailors. A hypersonic anti-ship missile could potentially sink it before defenses even engage. These weapons also threaten to undermine nuclear deterrent stability. With conventional hypersonic weapons that can strike anywhere in minutes, a nation might be tempted to launch a first strike against an adversary's nuclear arsenal before they can retaliate. This creates what's called use it or lose it pressure, making crises more unstable. So where does the United States stand in developing these weapons? The honest answer? We're playing catch-up. China and Russia have already deployed operational hypersonic systems. Russia claims its Kinzhal missile has been used in Ukraine, and China showed off its DF-17 Hypersonic Glide Vehicle in military parades. Meanwhile, the U.S. is still in the testing and development phase. But America has three major programs underway. The AGM-183 Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon, or ARRW. This is an air-launched hypersonic glide vehicle designed to be carried by B-52 bombers and F-15 fighters. It's designed to reach speeds above Mach 5 and strike targets over 1,000 miles away. The program has been troubled. Multiple test failures led to significant delays, and in 2023, the Air Force actually canceled the program after Congress refused additional funding. However, portions of the technology are being incorporated into other programs. The lesson learned here is critical. Building hypersonic weapons is extremely difficult, even for the United States. The Common Hypersonic Glide Body, or CHGB. This is a joint program between the Army and Navy to develop a hypersonic glide vehicle that can be launched from ground-based systems and ships. The idea is to create a common design that both services can use with different launchers. The Army version is called Long Range Hypersonic Weapon, or LRHW. It's ground mobile and designed to provide theater commanders with rapid strike capability against high-value targets. The first battery is expected to be operational by 2025. The Navy version is called Conventional Prompt Strike, or CPS. It's designed to be launched from Virginia-class submarines and Zumwalt-class destroyers. Imagine a submarine lurking off an adversary's coast with the ability to strike targets deep inland in minutes. That's the concept. The Navy is aiming for initial deployment by 2025 as well. Both services successfully tested the CHGB in 2020 and 2022, demonstrating that the glide vehicle itself works. Now it's about integrating it with operational launchers and training units. The Hypersonic Air-Breathing Weapon Concept, or HAWC. This is DARPA's scramjet-powered Hypersonic Cruise Missile program. Unlike glide vehicles that coast after being boosted to hypersonic speeds, HAWC uses an air-breathing engine to sustain hypersonic speeds throughout flight. HAWC had successful tests in 2021 and 2022, demonstrating sustained flight above Mach 5. The Air Force is now developing an operational version called the Hypersonic Attack Cruise Missile, or HACM, based on HAWC technology. This could be operational by the mid-2020s. The U.S. is also investing heavily in defense against hypersonic weapons. The Glide Phase Interceptor program aims to develop a missile specifically designed to shoot down hypersonic glide vehicles. The challenge is enormous. You need a weapon that can accelerate to hypersonic speeds, maneuver aggressively, and hit a target the size of a car moving at Mach 5 or faster. If you're already seeing why hypersonic weapons are reshaping military strategy, hit that like button right now, because we're about to get into the technical challenges that make these weapons so difficult to build and why that matters for global security. And if you know someone interested in defense technology or geopolitics, share this video with them. This is information everyone should understand as we enter this new era of warfare. Now let's talk about why building hypersonic weapons is so incredibly hard. Building a hypersonic weapon sounds simple in concept. Make it go really fast and maneuver. In reality, it's one of the most difficult engineering challenges in modern warfare. The hypersonic era is here. The question isn't whether these weapons will change warfare. They already have. The question is whether the United States can maintain its technological edge in this new domain while managing the strategic risks these weapons create. Thanks for watching. Stay informed about the technology shaping our future.